Hey everyone, and welcome back to another quick World of Warcraft guide. So, a while ago, very recently in fact, I made a video covering using the Legion invasions to level up your character super quickly, and that was great for a short period of time. About a week rolled by, and then Blizzard increased the spawn rate of the Legion invasions, as has been the plan. Essentially, they have an increasing spawn rate every week, and this coming week, actually, I believe today, at least for the Americans, will be the final week of the invasions where they'll pretty much always be active, so it'll be pretty damn intense. But anyway, to compensate for that increase in spawn rate, they actually nerfed the experience, and then there's been a few hot fixes here and there, a few different little design tweaks, and now we've actually arrived at a state where, wow, it is extremely powerful for leveling. So anyone who was a little bit dissuaded by those previous nerfs, this video is encouraging you to actually go out there, use this as a leveling method, and I'll just give you some of my own results. So I didn't have a priest at all on the server that I'm rolling my horde characters on. So I made a priest, I got it to level 10, I did 3 of these demon invasions, and now it's level 30, and one of those invasions was only a half invasion because I arrived late. Yep, the increase in experience is pretty intense, though there are a few things about it that you should definitely be aware of. So, first of all, it's completely flipped in that now a lot of the experience comes from you fighting the mobs. So basically, if you've tagged a mob, you will get experience. There were some issues with how experience was being shared between characters. I believe that stuff is now fixed. You get a lot of experience for killing the mobs. You get more experience for killing the larger mobs, so the Legion sub-commanders, the rare mobs, the big infernals. They'll all give you more experience than the smaller mobs. Now, this is something that people are going to be able to gain, and I was doing this on a priest, so I could just dot stuff up. And if you multi-dot, you're tapping everything, you're actually helping the raid because, well, you're doing damage to everything, quite a lot of damage because it's all over time, and you're getting an absolutely insane amount of experience. The only thing that you need to do is just ensure that you don't actually die. And that's really the strategy going on here. Just tap everything, better for the range classes, not as good for the melee guys, but still, it'll be good experience for everyone. And then just focus on tapping the mobs that are the largest, the ones with the most health, because they will give you a bit more experience. Now, that's fine when it's level 1 of the invasion, stage 1. Whenever it hits stage 2, again, just attack all those targets. The 3 guys that spawn for stage 2 give you a crazy amount of experience overall. And then for stage 3, this is really where you can gain, or I suppose not lose, but you can either gain a lot of experience or just gain a bit of experience. So, obviously, we want to gain a lot of experience. The way you get experience from stage 3 is killing the mini-bosses, so the skulls on your map. As soon as it hits stage 3, generally what happens is everyone mounts up and heads towards the nearest one to you. Now, if you're doing this in a new character, you won't be able to fly, so you need to be extra sharp here. If you're slow, then by the time you reach the mob, it will be dead and you'll get no experience. So what you want to do is just be really damn fast. And yeah, you should be able to get most of the rare mobs that the sort of main Zerg of players actually goes after. Once that's done, you know, just tag every mob that you can with whatever abilities that you can. Head back, and you're pretty much good. There's no way to really game the final, the final stage of the Legion invasion. Of course, it is a big chunk of experience for your character, but the really important thing is to ensure that you don't die, because currently you do not gain experience if you're dead. So if you, from my current understanding of it, if you tap a mob and then die and the mob dies while you're dead, you won't get XP. Now, we're in a situation where you're getting more XP for killing a mob than you are for the stage ticking over, so you really do want to make sure that you don't die. And that is pretty darn tricky with how some of these bosses are. They essentially have one-hit kill mechanics, so what I would say is, play conservatively, try to let the more tanky players deal with taking the damage, if that's not your niche, of course. And I suppose if you are a tank, then you're the real MVP because you're putting it all on the line so that other people don't die. But yeah, that essentially is what's going on. You'll get a crazy amount of experience doing this. I found you get more XP doing it this way, actively playing the game, than you did when I made my original guide. Now, I gained all of those levels not using an Elixir of the Rapid Mind. Bear in mind, you're able to stack your heirlooms, an Elixir of the Rapid Mind, a Elixir of Ancient Knowledge, recruit a friend. Like, you can really stack this up to be absolutely insane. And yeah, it's not that much longer until Legion. Now that there's pretty much a Legion invasion everywhere in the world, it's super worth doing this now. And, you know, you won't have that much downtime. The only thing that's a bit of a pain in the ass is, of course, the fact that you're just going to have to be, you know, flying about the place, running around on foot from invasion site to invasion site. Now, that could be a pain in the ass. If it is the case that you are trying to level up multiple characters, and there are multiple different races, it could be that, you know, you log into your character, say your troll or your orc, and you do Northern Barrens in Ashara, then maybe you log into, you know, your undead, you do Hillswood Foothills, or maybe you're a dwarf and you do Dun Moreau. There are ways to cut down your travel time there until your characters are a high enough level that they'll be able to use a flying mount, which, of course, will be a lot faster for getting around. That's pretty much all I have to say on this topic. I just thought it's worth revisiting because there's been a number of changes and it's now better to do than ever. Soon enough after this video, I'll be doing my video about my main sort of picks for classes to play in Legion, so, you know, even if you only have one max level character right now, with a method like this, very, very quickly, you'll be able to have multiple, and you'll be able to try out quite a few different specs to see what you enjoy for Legion. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.